your brain is telling you that you can benefit from the image media fans. Take it from the vision and vision created for you to listen when no opinion offended people will blame you. It's so amazing how you following politicians be babbling while we wobble and wonder how you gonna do when your baby be asking you begging to know the answers to questions you never fathomed. Conversations commonplace, especially when it's been fake. It's so addicting when it's been addicting. Fitting in, feeling good, never walk, never would. Yeah, check, have to, loud, every day. Every time you wanna know. Every time. Every time. You bring the life out of me, so want to let's go. Every time. You bring the life out of me, so want to let's go. Every time. Every time. You bring the life out of me, so want to let go.
Welcome to the 2004 Nature Valley US Freeskiing Open. I'm your host, Michael Jaquith. This event has become synonymous with the word freeskiing. It was 1999 where complete unknown Philippe Poirier pulled a switch backflip that completely changed everybody's idea of what a big air competition could be. In 2000, fresh off a gold medal in Nagano, Johnny Mosley tried his hand at freeskiing and won the slopestyle competition. But in open tradition, Vermonter Andy Woods stole the show, throwing a 1260 in big air and became an instant ski superstar. 2001, veterans ruled the weekend with Reggie Chris taking a victory in skier cross and Vincent Dorian getting the monkey off his back, winning slopestyle. 2001 also saw the emergence of Ski Superpipe, a competition that now rivals anything on snow. 2002 ushered in two things: the emergence of a dominating Tanner Hall who was unstoppable in slopestyle, and now what is known as the biggest and most spectacular big air trick in history, C.R. Johnson's Bio 1260. Last year at the Open, we saw bumping and pushing in cross max on a course that devoured more than one competitor, another Tanner Hall victory in slopestyle, and a duel for the ages in big air between friends Hall and Mikhail Doshino. What's on tap in 2004? Well, you never know.
It's just the most legitimate, longest-running freeskiing event that we have.
It's always got a good venue. The jumps are always good. The course is always set up well.
There's a ton of girls here, so that's awesome to see.
I think the US Open's the biggest one just because everyone's here.
When I come here, I get to see all my friends from Europe and Scandinavia, which I normally don't see at that many contests.
You can tell that kid's from France, that kid's from the East Coast, this kid's got Mount Hood style. And so you can see this combination of different styles.
It proves that you are the best when you win. You're competing against everybody.
Anybody can come out, anybody can do good, anybody can win this thing.
There's a lot of good kids here.
This is the chance for them to compete against the pros.
Somebody from the outskirts of Vermont can come and compete with Tanner Hall.
It's just fun, you know? It's all just for fun.
It's a place where all of the best athletes in the world, plus all of the kids that want to take a shot at the best athletes in the world, get together every winter at the end of January in Vail, Colorado, and throw down to see who's the best of the best.
Well, who will be the best of the best, we'll find out. I'm your host for Slopestyle, Michael Jaquith, joined in the booth by former competitor Josh Lubeck, and on the IR, but we're lucky to have him, Evan Ratz. The story this year at the Open is the course in slopestyle. This thing is a monster, and helping me break it down, Josh and Evan.
We have a flat box off to the left, and then a staircase rail to the right, and then we go down into a kink down rail.
After that, the competitors have the option of either choosing a nice small table to show some stylish tricks or an up rail to show some technical rail slides.
One of the most impressive features is the Truth Rail, designed after a swing set in the local Vail community.
After the Truth Rail, they come down to end the course with two big jumps.
Yeah, the bottom two tables on this course are smooth, big, and in a good line to allow the riders to show some technical combos.
As we pick up the girls' highlights in slopestyle, just so impressive what these girls are doing today.
That's right, these girls are charging. And remember, this is the same course. The guys are going down, they're doing all the rails, they're throwing hard tricks. And here's Virginie Fair with the second place finish.
And taking third place was Allie Van Dorn, a new competitor out of Salt Lake City, just 20 years old.
Yeah, Mike, just a couple years ago, there was only a few girls competing in this event, and now as the event has grown, there's more and more girls stepping up, skiing better and better every year. It's really amazing to see the progression of these girls in the sport.
And in first place this year at the Women's US Freesking Open slopestyle competition, Greta Eliasson out of Norway.
Yeah, check out Greta's style and her difficulty. She's charging down over the staircase rail. Big 720 in the bottom air, and she's doing tricks off the rails. Let's go down the bottom with Greta.
Because, I know I can ski good, and I thought I could show my stuff, but number one, that's just amazing to me.
Just a great competition all around. Remember these names. You're going to hear a lot from them in the future. But coming up, Men's slopestyle set to take place on this same course in Vail. Stay with us.
The Nature Valley US Freesking Open is brought to you by Nature Valley, the energy bar nature intended. Saab, welcome to the state of independence. Solomon, inventors of the 1080 and Crossmax skis. And Freeze Magazine. Check out the big ski action at a newsstand near you or visit us on the web at freezeonline.com.
Welcome back to Vail. It's time now for the first of 4 Nature Valley trick tips. Follow along and learn the tricks of the pros. Our first trick comes from slopestyle, and who better to learn from Sweden's own Jon Olsen. The trick Jon does here is a switch 1080 with a toxic grab. Let's break it down. The key to any jump is knowing how much air you need and taking off as cleanly as possible. Once in the air, spin with your head and shoulder, not with the waist. If you jump high enough, you should be able to get the 10 around cleanly and land it all with style, which is accentuated by Jon's grab. Let's break down that grab as we freeze it right here. A toxic grab, as you see, is when you grab the ski halfway between the binding and the tail. What makes this toxic grab so special is Jon holds it over 2 revolutions in his 1080. To do this trick, you have to have complete body control, so you can only get there through practicing. Try with simple 360s and a grab. Start small, master it, and soon you'll be able to do the switch 1080 with a toxic grab. There you have it, the Nature Valley slopestyle trick tip. But before we get to the men's finals, let's take a look back at some of the great moments in US Freesking Open slopestyle history.
This is my first year of freeskiing, and I love the huck. Back in Montana, that's all we do.
All right, we'll flash forward here to age 20, Tanner Hall. 5 years later, now our defending US Open slopestyle champion.
Yeah, Tanner's the ruler on the slopestyle course, 4 times X Games champion. He's out here repping the C Crew from Park City. Right there, 450 over the kink, showing why he is the master.
Yeah, it was absolutely smooth on the rail. All the rails, he's got some rail superiority, I would say. Tanner is totally smooth going down this. Great style over the truth rail. So clean, so clean.
Stayed on that thing through the whole rail. That's what the judges want to see. Coming into his final airs.
Yeah, there's T-Dog lighting it up with a Bio 9 reverse mute, showing that style. Really smooth technique in the air. Tanner setting up for his final hit of the course. Yeah, Cab 7, Japan, so smooth. That was a really good run from Tanner, and we're going to see how that stacks up against the rest of the field.
Well, Tanner Hall is our current leader, but let's take a look at his run again, Evan.
Yeah, Tanner's rail work is so clean. Right here, he shows us the 450 over the kink, perfect balance landing on the rail, out to switch, and at the bottom, backs it up with a smooth Bio 900.
Back in the gate, one of our top qualifiers of the day, a complete unknown, though, TJ Schiller.
That's right, TJ's been skiing well all day long. He's a young kid. Oh, right off the start, a 270 into the staircase rail. This kid is throwing it all out. Another 270 and totally clean there. This is what the US Open's all about. He is hungry. He's throwing it all down there. He's living on the edge, going off every hit, trying his hardest tricks. And he's living on the edge. I mean, he's going for everything he has here. This is the run of his life. I mean, he wants to win. He came here. He's big, huge switch 9 on that one. That was a big air, big compression coming to the last jump, and I know he wants to do something big for the judges. And there it is, folks. That was a switch 1080. I like that run. The rails up top were sweet. That was a really good run.
Yeah, Josh, I just met TJ last night. He's fresh out of high school, and he is so stoked to be here right now just competing.
Well, he's going to be even more stoked now that he's our leader in the slopestyle competition.
Yeah, right there, Mike. 270 onto the rail from TJ, super clean. And here at the bottom, a huge switch 1080.
In the gate now, Henrik Winstedt out of RA Sweden, Jon Olsen's ski buddy, and a veteran here at the US Freesking Open.
That's right. Henrik is arguably the best skier in the field today. He can ski big mountain, he can ski moguls, super strong skiers from Sweden, and kind of a quiet guy. Look at that, like a nice easy 270 onto the flat box. You know, everyone likes this guy. He just lets the skiing do the talking. There's a cab onto the kinked rail. Some people tell you how rad they are, and he just is, right? I mean, that's an opposite 540, totally smooth going down the run.
Yeah, Josh, Henrik is having a great run right now. Coming onto the flat bar, Backside 450 off, super tech, super clean. Henrik is really lighting it up for the judges. And there's another one, a cab rodeo 7, so smooth, just like Tanner Hall's style. Henrik's got one last chance to light it up for the judges. Looks like he's going big. Oh, huge cab 10. Look at the way he compressed at the bottom and pulled it out and stuck it.
That strength shows you why he's one of our top competitors. Let's take a look at that last jump.
Yeah, here's Henrik on the cab 10. Notice how he holds that mute grab almost all the way around to his landing and still is able to stomp it and ski out clean.
But in a big surprise, Henrik Winstead, second place. That means TJ Schiller is in first with only one competitor remaining, meaning we will have a complete upset today at the US Freesking Open Slopestyle. Tanner Rainville, age 17, is our final competitor.
Mike, I am so stoked to see these young kids coming out. They're 17 years old, young blood, big gap off the staircase rail. And switch cab into the kinked rail. Kinda sketchy there, and there is no room for error on this slopestyle course right there. And a deck on that, that's gonna be a little bit of trouble for him.
Yeah, a couple mistakes up top from Tanner. He's really gonna have to pull it out on the bottom of the course. Oh, right there, cab 270 on, backside 450 off. One of the most tech tricks we've seen on the rail all day from Tanner. And again, right there, cab 7 rodeo, super smooth style. We've seen that from a lot of competitors. He's definitely stepping up at the bottom of the course, trying to make up for some of those mistakes up top. And again, a cab 9 gets the grab in. Pretty good run from Tanner Rainville.
Well, at age 17, that's not the last we're gonna see of this kid, but let's go back and check out his run. First over the staircase, Evan.
Yeah, Mike, check his steez in the air, got everything working together.
And how tight is this 270 on, 450 off? One of the most technical tricks of the day, but he did have a couple glitches earlier on. Let's go to Jimbo at the bottom with TJ Schiller.
TJ, out of nowhere and to win the US Open, I mean, when you came here, what were your expectations?
I was really just hoping to make semifinals, you know, threw myself to Armada just because I got picked up and I just wanted to do really well, but I wasn't expecting anything like this.
Unexpected indeed. TJ Schiller, your 2004 Nature Valley US Freeskiing Open champion.
But the big upset today is Tanner Hall finishing in 4th place. I know he's disappointed with that result, and I'm sure he's going to be able to bounce back really strong in the pipe contest.
We'll see that later in the show, but first, Crossmax.
Blood was pumping. Fully smashed into it in the beginning. It was sick. It was do or die.
It has been a wild ride through the years in Crossmax. It'll continue here in Vail for the US Freeskiing Open. We start with semi number 1 with Levian, Christ, Shepard, McCullough. Watch for the red bib, the explosive start of Lars Levian. Gates drop. He's our defending champ. Can he do it? He's next to Reggie Christ in the yellow, last year's runner-up, and they are off and running, Jimbo.
And he is going to do it. He is going to pull the whole shot. You can see he's got great running skis right now. Reggie's just going to roll in right behind him, do a little drafting. You know, Lars has the course here. He can ski any line he wants. When these guys practice, they ski all over the course. But right now, he's just going to ski what I'd call real thick. Just get in the way and take whatever line he wants. You got to work your way past him.
That's the advantage of having the whole shot. You can choose any line that you've trained on or that you like. Reggie Christ in the yellow does not need to press super hard. He's a smart competitor. He knows this is the semis. Only the top 2 advance. So Reggie right now will figure out Lars' strategy and maybe use it against him in the finals coming up. Right now, in the yellow and the red, in the lead, that is Mr. Lars Levian, Reggie Christ. Right behind them is McCullough and Shepard. They're not going to be able to advance on. Give it up for Lars Levian going on to the finals with Mr. Reggie Christ.
Well, we have 2 in the finals, and we're waiting for 2 more. Let's go back up to the top for Heat 2, and this one is chock full of international talent. Hellman, Romoser, Gruner, and Uno.
The whole shot, ever important, as a gate drops. They're charging, pole and skating, getting into the tuck. Who's going to get it? Looks like the green bib of Florian Romoser coming on strong. But Tobias Hellman, the big Swede with the yellow jersey, blue helmet out in front, charging, coming into the turns. One of the only really technical parts of the course, holding on strong. There he goes.
Romoser loses the ski there.
What happened there, Jim? The ski just shot right off. He just disappeared out of screen. Hopefully he's okay. And the other guy's unaffected whatsoever. Amazing turn of events right there. Let's get back to the front. We have in the yellow Tobias Hellman. Never even saw what happened. In the red is Isidore Gruner. Then the Japanese competitor Yuta Uno in the blue.
Well, it looks like Hellman's definitely running away with this right now. He's just got to stand up, ski a smart race. I think he feels that he's got a little bit of a distance ahead of everyone else there, E.
Indeed so, and he will easily advance on to the finals along with the red jersey of Isidor Gruner from Austria. Our finals is set, but Jimbo, we've got to look back up and see what happened to Florian Romoser up top.
Yeah, Romoser's just leaning in on that ski, and look at his outside. There he loses it. Gruner's just like, hey, I'll check your bindings for you. Nope, these are terrible bindings. I don't want those.
Hopefully he's okay. Well, you're looking at Hellman and Gruner. They're going on to the big back Cross Max final. They will be joining last year's defending champ Lars Levian and runner-up Reggie Christ. Will Lars be able to get back on top once again? We'll just have to see. Let's check out some of the crazy action going on in Vail around the US Freeskiing Open.
Go again, calling on a good friend, sipping on a ride, picking up a 40 cause my mouth's dry. Boardwalk, hustlers with the cheap talk, trying to find the time on the Tijuana knockoffs, hooking up with the
It's now time for the second installment of the Nature Valley Trick Tips. The name of the game in Cross Max, it's all about the start. You get out first, your chances of winning are really good. Let's check out how champion Lars Levian does it. It's all about preparation and anticipation. Pistol grip start. When that gate drops, your initial pulling out of the gate is key. Short, powerful strokes are easily the best. Need to avoid getting tangled up with the others because that will kill your speed, and someone on the outside probably gonna sneak by you. Skating takes way too much space. As you see, Lars is able to keep his poles out in front, short skates to keep him separated from the pack. With a powerful push, you can get out ahead. Get out, pull like crazy, get your space, start to skate, and then set up your line to the inside. One day, with these hips, maybe you can beat US Open and X Games champ Lars Levian. From tips to the goddesses of Cross Max, Jimbo, for heavy-hitting ladies.
Definitely, E. In lane one, Karin Hudery, last year's defending champ. Next to her, Anique Demure, she's won the X Games. Next to her, Alicia Klein, she's had 4 X Games. And we gotta say, Ashley MacGyver is our dark horse favorite. Here they go, E.
The whole shot. We just talked about it in trick tips. Now we're gonna see who gets it and if it pays the advantage, pays the bills, and will take her all the way to the finish line. In the lead in the red, that is Karin Hudery, just off an X Games gold medal victory. But look on the yellow on the outside. That is Alicia Klein coming on strong.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Alicia passing her on the outside, which I've got to tell you is the hardest pass to possibly make in Cross Max. Passing on the inside, no problem. Passing on the outside, you've definitely got to have good preparation on those skis and strong legs.
Look at Klein. She just charged out of that slingshot turn past Karin Hudery and has not looked back, and she's fully distancing herself from the pack.
Yeah, Alicia is just, like I say, skiing her race. She's just skiing solid right now. She knows she's out front, so someone behind her is definitely going to have to take a chance if they want to win this. And I think Alicia's just too strong and too fast right now for that to happen.
Well, Karin Hudery is coming on strong in the red with the yellow helmet, but not enough course left. Alicia Klein from Canada takes the victory here at the Nature Valley US Freesking Open Cross Max. Great race in action. We've got Buck with Alicia Klein.
In the start there, you got out, just like you said earlier, like molasses, and then you just worked it and worked it.
Yeah, I was just pumping the rollers as best I could, and my skis broke, and all of a sudden I was shooting past Karen. I didn't ask any questions, just okay, let's go with it.
Congratulations to our ladies. Now we shift gears to the men. Jimbo?
Reggie Christ, The Rock, one of the most consistent Cross-Max racers there is out there today.
He is wearing blue. Next to him in the green from Solden, Austria. Very consistent, almost always making it to the finals, Isidor Gruner. Right next to him, former Swedish national team member, strong as ever this season, Tobias Hellman in the gold jersey.
And last but not least, former US Open champion, X Games champion, Lars Levian. Guys are going to have to do a lot to get the whole shot on Lars today.
And the red and the blue on the outside, those guys finished first and second last year. We'll see if it's a redo. Charging, polling, that whole shot, so important, Jimbo.
Yeah, look at, Lars has definitely got the whole shot. You got Reggie and Hellman right next to each other. Look at that. Hey, look at Hellman coming up on the outside, E.
Doing very similar justice as to what Alicia Klein did over Karin in the last ladies' race. And that is unbelievable that in the yellow jersey, our man Tobias Hellman just blew right past last year's champ, Lars Levian.
Yeah, no one passes Levian like that. I mean, he passed Levian like he was standing still. His skis definitely the technicians have got in there, got him the right sauce on those bases, and look, he's running away from Levy and E.
Distancing himself indeed. He is yet to win a major title in the skier cross or cross max circuit. This is Tobias Hellman in the yellow. Lars is doing everything in his power to regain that top position, but no chance. There is your winner of the Nature Valley US Freesking Open Cross Max, Tobias Hellman. Jimbo, we've never had a repeat champion in Cross Max in this US Open. Amazing stuff. How did Tobias win this thing?
Oh, well, Levian got the whole shot. That was no question, but you had Reggie and Hellman lined up next to each other. I think Hellman was lined up right behind Levian, got the draft, slingshots passed, game over.
Exactly what Alicia Klein did over Karin Hootery in the ladies' finals. Now we've got Buck with our winner, Tobias Hellman.
That was an awesome pass. Tell me what you were thinking when you were behind Lars there in the start.
I was just kind of surprised. My goal was to come out the second behind him. He's always fast, and I was just thrilled doing that pass.
Congratulations to the king, Tobias Hellman, winning the Cross Max. Well, it's now time to shift gears from speed to finesse, the super pipe. Well, through the years, we've had some unbelievable experiences. Let's have a look back at the history of the super pipe here at the Open. It's all about progression in the super pipe here in Vail, Colorado. My name's Uncle E, joined by Josh Lubeck, and the ladies are progressing faster than just about anybody.
I would like to place in the top 3. I just dialed in my 5 for the pipe, which I'm pretty psyched. So it'll be my first time throwing it in competition this year.
Well, at the Open this year, we had a lot of ladies. Here's a highlights package of what happened. Jen Hudak throwing it down pretty solid.
That's right, Jen coming in, newcomer, 17 years old from Okemo, gets a 3rd place there. And then we have a veteran, Jamie Sundberg, coming down. I think she was the winner in 2001, the first ever women's halfpipe. And it's tricks like that, a 540 getting out there.
And Marie Martineau had a stab at it last year's defending champ, seeing if she can't hold on to that top position. Due to tricks like this right here, winds up a 540 with the grab, similar to Jamie's trick, but watch. She gets the grab in there. The judges say that's a little more technically demanding. Boom, that's a progression of sport. She won herself the super pipe. Coming up, who will win the men's division of the super pipe? You'll have to stick around to find out.
The Nature Valley US Freesking Open is brought to you by Nature Valley, the energy bar nature intended. Saab, welcome to the state of independence. Solomon, inventors of the 1080 and Crossmax skis. And Freeze Magazine. Check out the big ski action at a newsstand near you or visit us on the web at freezeonline.com.
It is time again for the Nature Valley Trick Tip. Follow along to learn the tricks of the top pros. Well, the half pipe takes a lot of practice, more than anything, and doing an alley-oop 540 flat spin like David Crichton is doing here is even more difficult. But there are some tips from this trick that you can learn to make yourself a little better. Watch how Crichton approaches the wall. You want to be squared up to the wall, off the pipe for a smooth takeoff and good air. Now check out how he pops his takeoff, but does it so it works with his trick. And just like slopestyle, you want to bring your body up and not reach down to your grab. And also, like slopestyle, you want to spin with your head and shoulders, not your waist. Wherever your head goes, your body follows. In Crichton's trick, his grab is key. Just like Olsen, he grabs his grab for a long time. This shows control and style, which the judges want to see. To work up to this, just try to pop your takeoffs and do straight grabs. Again, square your body up to the pipe, pop your takeoff, lead with your head to initiate your spin. You can see how Crichton is totally aware of where he is in the air. A key tip to take away from this totally sick trick. And that's your Nature Valley Super Pipe Trick Tip. If you were to mix ideal conditions for a pipe competition, today is that day. Blue sky, light winds, and a great pipe. You're looking at Tanner Hall. He's all fired up about it. A lot of our competitors as well. Let's get into their minds, see what they think.
Pipe's deep, it's big. It's going to facilitate some big air.
Technical tricks like 900s and grabbing everything.
Well, after one run of competition, Tanner Hall leads the charge. I'm Uncle E, joined by Josh Lubeck and Jim Morgan. You're looking at Peter Olenek, he earned himself a bronze medal at the X Games this year. A young up-and-comer, going to be trying to get some big amplitude with some difficult tricks, Josh.
That's right, Peter is a new young up-and-coming. Look at that, going huge right off the bat. Peter is having a good run right now. The judges are looking for amplitude, difficult tricks like that. Big alley-oop flat spin. Didn't quite get the grab on that one. And he's setting up here for the last trick of it all in the half pipe. Alley-oop 5 kind of sits down on the deck there. I think the judge, that might affect the judges a little bit.
Yeah, in this pipe competition, you got to be smooth and fluid. Like right there, he's going for the grab, misses it. Scores awarded 80.75. Not going to be enough to overtake Tanner Hall. This guy potentially could do it. Yoon Olsen, the progressive Swede, won an X Games gold medal back in 2002. We'll see if he can't rule it today.
That's right, Yoon Olsen. What I like about Yoon Olsen is he makes everything look so easy. But he's doing difficult tricks. He's going big. Big 540 right there. I think the judges always like his style. It's a unnatural flare right into a big 900. Nice grab. Should be a good score.
A great-looking run by Yoon Olsen. I'm not sure it's going to be enough, though. This 900 was textbook, though. Gets the grab in there, lands it nice and clean. It's all up to the judges now, and they say 78.5, not enough to overtake Tanner Hall. Next up, though, Simon DeMont. This guy just off an X Games gold medal. Kid is on fire. Watch this first hit, folks. 3, 2, 1.
Absolutely huge, Uncle Lee. That's what I love about Simon DuMont. Going big on every hit. Alley-oop 5, just setting up the whole way down. I know the judges like this run. He's going huge right there.
Oh.
That's an alley-oop 720. Oh, it's kind of crazy there at the end. That might affect his score a little bit there. I don't think he meant to go off that last hit.
Overall, a solid run. One thing that separates Simon from the rest is his amplitude. Check out this first hit right here. Boom! Rocket ships up about 15 feet out of the pipe. But Josh, that's not it. He's got more down the line.
Absolutely. Not only is he going huge, he's throwing difficult tricks. There's an alley-oop 720 land and switch on the pipe. Jimbo's got him at the bottom.
How do you think that run's going to hold up for you?
I don't know. I hope it holds up real well. I did switch landing. Everything was pretty big. Hope it held up well.
It wasn't enough to overtake Tanner Hall, but this guy, David Crichton, can do it. He's got a run in his arsenal that is superior to just about anybody's, but he's got to lay it down solid. Let's see it unfold, Josh.
No, he starts with a big 900. That's right. He's probably one of the most feared competitors because of that right there. Alley-oop flat spin that is to the moon. He's having a great one. Crichton is an incredible half-pipe skier. When he pulls it all together, let's hope he does it right there. Big grab, 900! That is that run that we're talking about. Unbelievable.
That was a precious run. 2 900s and an alley-oop flat 5. Check it out up top. Big 900 with the tail grab. Boom, lands it solid.
Then he goes to the second 900, different grab, and held it all the way through the bottom. Let's go to Jimbo.
David Crichton, I know you've been looking for that run for 2 weeks, and it looks like it all just came together. You have to be stoked.
Yeah, I thought it'd never happen. Really happy with it, and yeah, great day.
A great day indeed for David Crichton. He just took the lead over Tanner Hall. This is the last effort right now for Tanner Hall, the last run. See if he can get it done. See if he can get back on top.
That's right, Tanner Hall becoming a veteran in the half-pipe now. Big 540 off the top. Huge alley-oop. These guys are competing hard. Big 900. This is awesome. These guys are going off. Tanner's having a great run. Huge flat spin.
Man.
Unbelievable. Into that 720 at the end. I am glad I'm not a judge.
You're right, Josh. A very difficult job. Both these guys, Tanner and Crichton, throwing down technically demanding runs with amplitude. We'll just have to see. Hey, Jimbo's down below Tanner right now.
Tanner Hall, listen, David Crichton is unofficial our leader right now, but you just threw down. Do you think that run had enough in it?
I don't know, but that was probably one of the best runs I've ever done, so either way, I'm psyched.
A good run indeed, but not enough to take first place. David Crichton just ruled it today at the Open, and we've got Jim Morgan with Tanner and Dave.
Down at the bottom of the pipe, David Crichton, 2004 US Open half-pipe champion. I know you're waiting 2 weeks to put that run together. You threw it down today. Tell me what you're feeling right now, David.
I'm just pretty excited, happy to have done it. It was a long time coming, and couldn't be happier.
Congratulations, you definitely worked that pipe. I'm going to swing it on over here to my boy T. Hall. Tanner, you saw David come down. You knew you had to turn it up, and you definitely did turn it up. That was an absolutely fantastic run. Great job.
Thanks a lot, Jimbo. It was just good to see my boy Crichton come down and actually take one home.
What a gracious runner-up in Tanner Hall. Well, the king of the day in the pipe, David Crichton. Simon DeMont rounding it off in third. Great competition. Hey, coming up is Big Air, but before we go to break, let's have a look back at some historically large moments at the Open in the Big Air competition.
Welcome back to the US Freesking Open. I'm your host, Michael Jakewood for Big Air. We're going to start it off with the Nature Valley Big Air trick tip. What you're about to see, kids, don't try at home. It's the Mike Wilson double underflip. Now, this trick is really hard to do, but when we break down Big Air, there's some general things you can pick up. The key to any Big Air jump is knowing your speed that you need to carry yourself over the transition of the jump. This is a crazy trick, one of the most difficult we've ever seen here at the Open, but fundamentals still do apply. As we break this trick down in slow-mo, you see Wilson knows where he is in the air at all times. Watch him spot his landing not once, but twice during the second underflip. Again, the fundamentals. Whether you're doing a double underflip or a simple 360s, all landings need to be stomped. Any back slaps or hands down on the snow means that you didn't have full control. Wilson's landing here is a 4-point landing. Skis forward, shoulders driving down the hill, and fully in control. That, my friends, is a stomped landing. And that is the Nature Valley Big Air trick tip, Mike Wilson's insane double underflip. All right, well, we're back to live action in Vail. Snow coming down a little. A great crowd at the Open once again, and a stacked Final 8 single elimination. Mike Wilson in the gate. Will we see the big trick once again? And we did.
Well, here it is. Looks like he had too much speed, over-rotates, a little back slap. I mean, it's hard to take away. That's a huge trick. But Olenek, nice grab, switch 10, stomps it. He's going to walk away with it. Here you got Nick Mercon doing a switch rodeo 10, the only one doing that trick here in the competition, but he didn't get a grab. TJ Schiller, nice grab, good style. Stomping a 9, Schiller's going to advance.
And again, Charles Gagne spinning up the 1080 here, reaching down for that grab. That's a great trick, but he wasn't able to get by Yoon Olsen, who upped the amplitude a little and put in a little spice of style as well. And then the next round, Tanner Rainville, another young upstart here at the Open, throwing down a beautiful 1080, but it was Mikhail Deschanel with the rodeo, switch rodeo 9, beautiful style, maybe a foreshadow to what might come.
That's right, Mike. Last year he won it with the switch 10. So if he wants to win it this year, he's going to have to buck up, get a little more speed on that in run, and do the switch 10. Up top right now, Peter Olenek giving some pounds to his boys, getting ready to switch it up. Good in run coming down this course right now. You can see it snowing. Really not a factor to these guys. All they're concentrating on is the end of the jump, stomping their landing. Peter, with such great style, just has that 1080 in his back pocket right now.
All right, it's single elimination. He's going up against TJ Schiller, the underdog of the US Open. But as we look back at Peter's trick here, watch how he holds the grab and lets go after a revolution. That might hurt him in the judges. TJ Schiller has the advantage here because he goes second. He knows exactly what he has to do, Jimbo.
Well, they're doing the exact same jump, so if he was smart, he watched Peter's jump and he saw how long he held that grab. Hey, the only difference is maybe he can hold it a little bit longer.
And bam, there it is, Jimbo. He did hold the grab a little bit longer, probably about a half to 3/4 revolution longer. As we go back to the replay, you'll see what separates this jump from the last one. TJ Schiller holding that grab through almost 2 revolutions.
And if you see the comparative cam right now, Schiller just seems to be a little bit higher and lands down the hill just a little bit farther, and these judges are on it. They called it.
All right, Yoon Olsen, our next competitor in this round of 4. Again, 1 jump elimination. The pressure is on, but Yoon Olsen, the crafty veteran, knows pressure and knows how to overcome it. He's coming into the hit switch. He's been doing the switch 1080 all night. Let's see if he does it again, Jimbo.
He's wrapped it up. Nice grab. Yeah, there it is. You know, it's like walking down the street for Yoon. He makes it look too easy, and I think sometimes that might count against him with the judges.
Well, we'll have to see, but as you look at the trick, just super textbook. Great grab, tons of style, stomps that landing. So moving on in the competition, Mikhail Deschanel, our next competitor, he wants to defend his title. He's the 2003 US Open champion.
I just want to be skiing with the same guys and just having the same fun as last year, and pressure won't be there, and all these things will be cool.
Well, there he is on course coming into the jump. We're going to see the switch 10. Yeah, look at that landing. Absolutely stomped it, Jaquit.
That was an awesome trick, and that was a trick that won the competition last year. Pandemonium ensuing at the base of the mountain there. But let's go back and check out that trick, Jimbo. Full 1080, stomps the landing with a grab on the tail, and you look at it head-to-head, no question, Mikhail advances. Evans got him at the bottom.
Do you think that the snow or the conditions tonight are affecting the jump at all?
I just really like riding at night. I think it really affects that every contest that I do at night really works well for me, I guess.
Well, it definitely went good for you last year, man, so good luck, bro.
Mikhail Deschanel does seem to turn it up in US Open competition here, doesn't he, Jimbo?
He definitely does, Mike. And you know what? He wants to be defending champion. That's never been done here at the US Open, but I think TJ Schiller's going to have something to say about that.
All right, the finals are set. It's TJ Schiller versus Mikhail Deschanel after the break.
The Nature Valley US Freesking Open is brought to you by Nature Valley, the energy bar nature intended. Saab, welcome to the state of independence. Solomon, inventors of the 1080 and Crossmax skis. And Freeze Magazine. Check out the big ski action at a newsstand near you or visit us on the web at freezeonline.com.
All right, welcome back to Vail. Another look at your scoreboard. TJ Schiller, Mikhail Deschanel in the finals. A look at TJ Schiller in the gate, age 17 out of Vernon, BC. Just the storybook of the US Freesking Open just keeps continuing for this kid.
All right, TJ coming in, switch. Look at him pulling away from the cameraman right now. A lot of speed. Locking in, switch 1260, Jaquit.
Switch 1260. That's the first time that trick has ever been thrown in a major competition, and it happens here at the US Freeskiing Open by a complete unknown. Another look at that trick. He wraps that thing up all the way 1260. This kid is impressing me so much. But Jimbo, with Mikhail Deschanel in the gate here, a trick with some style could separate him and make him steal the first round. This is best 2 out of 3.
Well, he's going up against Mikhail Deschanel, and Mikhail Deschanel, synonymous, style, Mikhail. The kid's going to throw down. He's got good speed coming in here right now. Look at the steez, just holding it tight. He knows what he needs to do. There it is, there's a grab, and yeah, stomps it again. I mean, it's just, the guy has got so much style, he makes it look too easy.
All right, he's setting it up here for the judges. Style versus technicality, what will win? Jimbo, take me through this jump with the grab.
Well, you can see Mikhail just holds that tail for so long, 2 rotations, and then such a clean landing. He makes the landing look like he's never left the snow.
All right, the judges are going to agree, giving Mikhail Deschanel the 1-0 lead in this best 2 out of 3. As we go back up to the top for Big Air Finals continuing, Mikhail Deschanel maybe looking for that grab again. You see him practicing.
Well, that's exactly what the judges are looking for, a long, sustained grab. It's all about style right now, and great style equals a great grab.
All right, Mikhail Deschanel, this is round 2, best 2 out of 3. He could win it right here with this jump.
It's coming in hot right now. There it is, gets the grab, and then again, just stomping that landing. I mean, Mikhail has this absolutely wired right now.
If we take a look at the replay, though, here, Jimbo, not as clean as his last jump. This could open it up. You see, he misses the grab there, and he's just kind of floating through the air, just making sure he gets it down. This might open the gate for TJ Schiller to extend this competition, but he's going to have to throw down something big and clean.
Right. Schiller's coming in. We saw the 1260 earlier. What are we going to see right now? Oh, huge! Huge switch 10.
Well, TJ Schiller leaving it all on the hill. He knew it was all or nothing. Best 2 out of 3. He had to extend this competition. So you look at the replay, just went big, and watch him hold that grab through almost 2 revolutions on the switch 10. That thing is sweet. And he does. He ties it up. The judges agree, but just look at the amplitude on that jump.
So we're going to get to see these guys one more run in the final, but first, the consolation round. First up, Peter Olenek. He'll be going up against Yoon Olsen.
All right, this is a 1-jump consolation round. 3rd place is in the money, 4th is not, so you don't want to get 4th.
You definitely don't want to get 4th. It's the last jump of the night for you. You got to throw down. What's Olenek got? Oh, coming up a little short. It's going to leave the door wide open for Olsen.
You know, he does leave the door wide open here. Olsen can simply land a 360. You look at Olenek in the air, and he's just trying to reach for the grab, just misjudges speed, goes down. Olsen, again, doesn't need to do anything here, but he is a showman. He wants to give the Vail crowd something to remember him by. I don't think we're going to see something stock here.
No, Yoon's not one to disappoint, Jakewood. He's going to come in here. It's all about style. Doesn't matter when you're jumping competition or not. He wants to throw down the style. Nice grab. Switch 10. Crowd pleaser. 8,000 people here. You can hear him in the background.
Yoon Olsen does not disappoint. He will win the consolation round. You look at this grab, though. Reverse toxic. That's a tough grab to throw down, and he does it. Yoon Olsen, our third-place winner tonight in the big air. But it's all about the finals, Jimbo. This is so exciting. 1-1. This is the jump for the win.
Oh, the excitement. You can hear it building up in the crowd. TJ switching it around, coming in hot. What are we going to see out of Schiller? This guy is not disappointed. Oh, 1260 again with the grab.
Look how stoked he is. This kid is coming out of nowhere, 17 years old. Let's go back to the replay here. Switch 1260, and he does get that grab in on this one. That is such a tough trick to see. The Vail crowd loves it. As we go back to the top, Mikhail Deschanel, he has the advantage going second. He knows what he needs to do, but I don't think he's got a 1260 in his bag. He's going to have to style out his Switch Rodeo 10 like he never has before.
I don't even think 1260 has crossed his mind. He knows what the trick he brought to this game. That's what he's going to play. Here it is. Let's see it. Switch 1080 tail grab. Nails it again.
Stands that thing right up. All right, I don't want to be a judge tonight because we're looking at a Switch 1260 versus a Switch Rodeo 1080 with a tail grab. As we take a look at Mikhail's jump, watch him grab that tail of his ski and keep it for over 2 revolutions. As you take a look head-to-head, Mikhail Deschanel is your US Freesking Open Big Air winner. Evan's got him at the bottom.
I'm here at the bottom. I got the top 2 guys from the big air tonight, TJ and Mikhail first. TJ, you were first in the slopestyle yesterday, second in the big air today. About a week ago, almost no one had heard of you, man. Tell me how you feel.
Amazingly stoked, dude. You don't even know. I'm so pumped. Just want to thank all the competitors, man. Just making my dream come true. It's sick.
Yeah. Mikhail, 2 years in a row. No one has ever done it. I'd say probably the most stylish jumping I've ever seen tonight. How do you feel, man?
Better as you can never feel ever in your life. Whatever you would do, you could never feel so good. Whatever you would do in your life ever.
Mikhail Deschanel, a historic back-to-back US Freesking Open Big Air champion. Unbelievable tonight, and what a weekend of competition it was. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. It was Dave Crichton with his first US Freesking Open championship. Marie Martineau with her second. What a weekend for her. Every year at the Open, we find someone new. This year, TJ Schiller is our emerging star. Watch out for him in the future. He takes home slopestyle gold. And a monumental weekend for women's competition at the Open. We've never seen as many women compete so well. And that's going to wrap it up for the 2004 Nature Valley US Freeskiing Open. I'm your host, Michael Jakewood. On behalf of Jimbo Morgan, Uncle Lee, Chris Ernst, Josh Lubeck, and Evan Rapps, we'd like to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next year in Vail.